I was actually expecting the girl to become the queen, let that her be her new life. Like that'd been cool.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, but I didn't like how the little grass girl turned into the queen.
Because she was tough. I like that little girl.
But how she was like trying to mentally push the girl out and transform her back. That was actually funny, and I did like the slug and snail. They were funny.
Yeah.
Aziz Ansari's did good with the voice of the slug, and so their comedy was good. The other stuff that in this movie that's supposed to be funny that did not involve the slugs, I didn't think was really that funny.
Yeah, me neither. The slugs were the funny part.
Yeah.
I mean,
but the race with the birds, that was actually cool. It brought me back to the first Star Wars movie where they're
pod racing.
Pod racing, yeah. I know none of the Star Wars fans really liked that movie too much, but I did.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I agree with him.
Yeah.
The first Star Wars movie was good, but anyway.
So yeah, I did like the bird race. Animation, voice acting was sometimes good. The whole pod thing was confusing, but it kind of worked out. And now the daughter and dad, family ties, yeah. Their character building wasn't that great with them. But the whole family ties in this entire movie, it could have been developed more. Like, I know we talk about flashbacks and Man of Steel. Flashbacks for me were needed in this movie. They could have been. They could have
added flashbacks. Yeah, that could have been.
Also, they could have explained what the heck those friggin' things were. The bad guys.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's explained that they're bugs, but they don't look like bugs. There's a thing that looks like a friggin' shark.
Yeah, they had some weird bad guys.
Yeah, they weren't. What kind of bugs were they? They didn't look like bugs. But so there's all the positives. My positives were voice acting, animation, the birds, and the pod, and character development was alright. It could have been better, but it was good. And the movie did keep me engaged. It did keep me.
What's the bad stuff?
The movie did keep me in the bad stuff. It just was not as. It did not come to me emotionally. I did not feel bad for anyone. I didn't go, oh, I'm sad, or anything like that. That was the entire movie. I was not emotionally tied at all. It just, no. And I couldn't remember any of the characters' names. That's a bad sign when you're watching a movie.
It's true.
Yeah. I was not.
Okay, that's one of the other bad things for me is I can't remember the names. That's not good.
Except for Nod, apparently.
Yeah.
So I was not emotionally tied to anyone in this movie. It was not as okay. So the first few advertisements that we ever see of Epic, this is the thing that just. The first thing you see about Epic is it's magnificent, it's awesome, it's going to be great, it's going to be funny. This movie is for everyone to see. And when we mean everyone, you mean from little kids to adults. But
it didn't really advertise that. It advertised it for a kid movie.
No, I'm talking about the first few trailers that we actually see. Like the very first release of it.
It said...
I mean, it didn't say it, but it worked like it, you know? It worked like How to Train Your Dragon did. And then, later trailers, like now that you would see, they're funny and they're whimsical and it's more of a kid's type of way, but, you know, I looked at that and I thought, well, of course, you know, they had to throw in some comedy, make it lighthearted. I mean, How to Train Your Dragon had lighthearted. Actually, all of How to Train Your Dragon's trailers were lighthearted and funny. Yeah. And you were coming in expecting that, but you got something else entirely. So, you know, with Epic, I was like, well, yeah, they had to have some comedy in this movie, but it's still going to be awesome, like How to Train Your Dragon Rise of the Guardians, right? No. It's going to be strictly for kids. And it's even rated PG because of violence and death. Dude, there's violence and death all over Disney movies, and they were rated G.
It's true.
Did they cuss in this movie? Because I think they did. They didn't?
Nope.
No?
Not a single cuss word.
Well,
I think the reason why it was PG is just because some of the bad guys could have been a little too scary for little kids. I don't know.
I feel as if someone said get bent or prick or something like that in the movie. I feel as if someone said a crude word.
Yeah, there's crude humor.
Yeah, so that's why it's PG, because of crude humor. So it just, no, it didn't, it was not up to expectations, and the way they advertised it did not match the actual feel of the movie.
I think it did.
Yeah. But, so that's why I gave it a 4.5 when I came out.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. That's horrible.
It is. But, so that's my personal opinion. But when I applied it to little kids, I was like, for a little kid, 8.
Still off.
Yeah.
Like, it's. I disagree. I mean, I think it was good for everybody. I think it was well done.
So, yeah, just maybe, when you watch a movie a second time, it'll either get better or worse. Because for me, when I watched Ghost Rider 2, it got better. So maybe if I watch Epic again, I'll like it more.
Don't ever say Ghost Rider 2.
It was better a second time. So Epic, if I watch it a second... So yes, I am placing Epic with Ghost Rider 2. Whereas he dared to put Epic near How to Train Your Dragon. How dare you, good sir?
I did, because, I have, in movies, I have, the animated movies in one category and the real life movies in this category. And when I see a good animated movie, I compare it to other really good animated movies. The same thing with real life. Well, and so, even though this movie wasn't emotionally engaging, I will agree with that. There was no character in there that you really are pulling for to a point where you would cry over this person. No, you're not going to.
There is one person. Actually, it's not a person. It's the dog.
I love the dog. I love the dog. The dog was hilarious. The dog. Okay, yeah.
My favorite line about the dog was, "How can you run so fast with just 3 legs?"
He's running in circles.
No, I'm talking about when she runs away from him and going in a straight line.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's going in a straight line, which is weird because when he first sees her, he comes running at her and then takes a turn.
And another thing, the reason he does that little turn is because he's blind in one eye.
Yeah, I know.
So, the dog, I mean, I guess because it's a dog.
I think Christian needs to watch it again with the mindset of
this is a children's movie.
It's a kids movie. I just thought it was awesome. I just really, really loved it. And again, I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I didn't think I was going to like it, and then because my expectations were low, it ended up being better. And for you, it was the opposite. Yeah. So, but I would give it a 9 out of 10, and I would recommend this movie for pretty much everybody except for emo kids. You're gonna hate that. You're gonna hate this movie. I'm just saying, it's so uplifting. You're gonna hate it. Anyway,
you're a horrible person.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
So,
emo kids will love it. Okay.
Stop saying emo kid. Goodness.
I love emo kids. I used to hang out with all of them all the time.
Just say depressed kids.
No, they call themselves emo.
Yeah.
They call themselves that. Why can't we call them?
Alright, sure. Well, there's
Punks.
emo and then there's gothic. So
that's true.
You gotta know the difference.
Yeah. Well, the ones that wear black.
That's gothic.
That's even a bigger stereotype because everybody wears black.
Even though the definition of gothic is colorful, but anyways, this is not a review on people.
What are we doing?
Anyways, okay. So when you said look at it as a kid's view, you said 9. When I said look at it as a kid, I said 8. Mm-hmm. And the reason I did that is because I was watching it and there was a whole bunch of kids and their moms and dads everywhere. Mm-hmm. And I was watching this movie and I was actually listening for the kids to laugh and all this, gasp and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And they did laugh. And truth be told, they laughed at most of the jokes that the Slogan Snells did.
Yeah.
Now the kids. Yeah. Now the kids didn't get the joke. You have 3 legs. How can you run so fast? Yeah. The parents only got that. But the jokes that came from Nod or the actual people that were meant to be funny, the kids didn't laugh at. Neither did the parents, and neither did I. So the only funny, even to the kids, only the Snell and Slug were funny.
Well, I think that's on purpose, though.
Yeah, definitely. So basically, the jokes that were written, for the humans to voice out, were pointless.
Well, it wasn't that it was pointless. It just kept the movie lighthearted.
Okay, yeah.
I think they did a good
job. They
job.
were bad jokes, but they kept the movie lighthearted.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways, so with the kids, well, maybe when you were a kid, but when I was a kid, I really didn't cry during a movie. You know, I felt bad and I was like, oh no, or something like that. These kids really didn't voice out their opinions much, but I think it's because they knew better. They're in the theater. Their parents were telling them to be quiet. So, you know, but I don't know, if the movie had grabbed them emotionally, truly emotionally, I think it wouldn't have mattered if their parents told them to be quiet. I think they would have, you know, said, or oh no, something like that. But
kids can't really be emotionally grabbed by a movie though.
Well, I mean, I was when I was a kid.
I mean, you can be, but
okay,
it's just a movie.
Yeah.
You know,
come on.
For kids, I mean.
But
you know,
the attention span. I'm sorry to say this, but the attention span that kids have.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel old saying this. The attention span that kids have now is so small. I guess I can see how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's so ephemeral. It's awful.
What?
Ephemeral. Transient. Short-lived.
He's crazy. He's coming up with these new big words, and I'm just like, stop.
It's not big. Okay, it's not new. So 9.
9.
I'm not gonna say 4 because that's my personal opinion. That's not the opinion of what I gave it with kids. So opinion with kids added to it. 8. Hey! We're gonna edit that part out, I think.
No, we're not gonna edit that part out. I'm just scared for San Francisco.
Well, he needs to get a shower and
It's okay, Charlie.
So
actually, he's not even sleeping anymore. That's right. You're fine.
Edit out the part where Charlie leaves, but keep in the part where he jumps in.
Yeah.
So 9, 8, fair review, 8.5.
Okay.
So can we recommend this? Can I recommend this movie to people our age? Not really. Not unless you're into that kind of movie.
Yeah.
So you can't even?
I can't even.
Okay.
Because I'm very childish. I'm a childish adult.
I am too. I was expecting something, you know, more grown up.
Okay. Fair enough.
So would you agree with my 4 in the mindset of no?
In the mindset of an adult, I would give it 6.
Really?
I would say it was decent. That like an adult, a full mature adult that is watching this without like childish anything would just say that's a decent 6. But I wouldn't.
So let's give this 2.
Okay, 2 reviews.
So in the mindset of a child, it is an 8.5.
Right.
In the mindset of an adult, 6 to 4 is
5. Let's just say 5.
Yeah, it is 5. It is
5.
So 5. Hey, I'm actually okay with the 5. I will agree with our review. I'm not changing it entirely, but so I'm just gonna keep it at 4. But fair review as a 5, I agree with it.
For adults. So basically, we're not recommending this to adults.
No. But if you have kids, yes, sit down with your kids and watch it.
It's a good kid movie. Mm-hmm. Really good.
And we know kids aren't watching this, but adults, if you have any kids, let your kids watch it. Buy it on DVD, take them out to the theaters, come on.
Yeah. Or if you're just in the mood for a lighthearted movie, even if you are an adult and you don't have any kids around, and you're just sick of all this death on TV, watch Epic.
Yeah, watch Epic. Don't pop in How to Train Your Dragon or Resident
No.
You'll get something else.
Yeah.
We have yet to review How to Train Your Dragon.
We haven't reviewed How to Train. We talk about that movie in every single review, and we have not reviewed it.
I wanted to say this because you brought up, you know how you said you could compare an animated movie to another one?
Yeah.
I have actually compared an animated movie to a live one. Do you know what those 2 movies were?
Oh no, I'm scared.
How to Train Your Dragon and Transformers.
What?
The first Transformers movie, not the entire trilogy.
Okay. First one was the best.
Yeah. So
even though Megan Fox was in it. Yeah. But we're not gonna talk about that.
So yeah. So adults, 5.
5.
Kids,
so
8.
5. It depends on what mood you're in.
Yeah, kids, 8. Oh, 8.5.
8.5. That's right.
So yeah, thank you for watching. See you later.